Hello, friends. I think I pushed the wrong button. Wait a minute. There we go. Hi, friends. What's up? Good morning, good afternoon. Happy time zones. I think everything's working the way it should. Yeah. So, I am a little bit sleepy. I don't know about you guys. Hi, Bunny, and hi, Drew. I don't have a first, second, or third redeem. Maybe I should make those. Uh, but Drew was like, screw it. I make my own. I do what I want. But yeah, I think we're going to be continuing on our dailies with audio is cracked. Great. I don't know exactly what to do about that. Let's see. 1 second. Let me see if I can fix it. Or is it better now? I really need a new microphone. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Hang on a second. Okay. And you guys hear me now? My audio was messed up. Sounds great. Great. Okay. I just had to do some rigging again. All right, we're gonna choose a save slot. Why, yes. Don't mind if I do. We're gonna continue. Here we go. Friendo. Let's see what our spirits want us to do today. All right, so how are you guys doing? Everybody good? Things good? Things happening? Having a great afternoon? Now, let me know if you can hear the game. You guys should be hearing the game, but if you're not, let me know. It's day 11! We didn't feed our burb fruit. But I'm gonna feed the burb fruit. Hi, burb. Oh, that's a good burb. Got a full backpack. Oh no! How am I gonna start the game with a full bag? I think that. Oh, let me burn stuff. Let me burn it. I switched scenes and it's garbling again. I have absolutely no idea why it's doing that. Is this scene better? Or is it the same? I don't know that it's the draw on the bandwidth. Let's see. Good. Let me look at... some bit rate things here, just to make sure that... it's okay. We'll see how that does. I'm gonna switch the scene again and see if it does the same thing. Is that any better? That is so weird. You hear me loud and clear now. Okay. If it starts doing it again, let me know. I don't know. Apparently, my bot is blocked. Maybe I need to do that. All right. Okay. So, here we go. Now that I've got everybody hanging out, We want to burn some stuff, and we'll see how that goes. I want to burn something, specifically my stream audio. I really do need a new microphone, though. Like I notice on my VODs too that it cuts out, and I don't really like that. And I've got it all set the way it should be, so it's a fairly cheap microphone for what it is. It works pretty well, but it could do a lot better. Right. Golden berries. Must burn the fruit. And the vegetables. We're gonna make some room in our bags. That's great. Here you go. Right. Then an audio message in chat? What do you mean? Like on Discord? Or is that like a new thing I don't know about? I don't know. No, here. You can pin an audio message? Why do I not know that you can do that? That's weird. Oh, pin a message about my audio. Derp. Clearly, it's been a weird day. Alright, it's up there. So people don't... I want them to bug me about it, though. Like, I know it is what it is today. I don't know why. But, I want them to let me know, so that way I don't, like, continue to talk, and it's just a bunch... We can't hear you... Oh. I was gonna drop off the scrap in my bags. This seems weird to me that, like, I'll have all this stuff in my inventory. Like, this shouldn't happen. I feel, you know what? I feel really discombobulated today. Like, things are just weird. It's still happening? God, bless it. I just rip the whole thing out of the wall and throw it out the window. That'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It's actually gonna bug me. It's gonna bother me more than it's probably gonna bother you guys. Because... Let's see... Because if I do that, it's gonna really, really make it terrible. I think, for you guys. 'Cause I think it's gonna pick up everything now. Like, everything. It sounds good right now? Okay. Now, if I go back to the game, does it still sound good? I feel like this is let's mess around with Pixie's audio today instead of actually playing the game, because that's gonna bother me. I still have a lot of crap in my inventory that I don't really want in my inventory, but I can't get rid of it. I guess I could sell the new stuff and donate the other stuff. Oh, there's one that I can't get rid of though. It's that rare one. We're still looking for shells, that's right. Alright. Thanks, Drew, for helping me out with the crappy audio situation. If at any point in time you guys notice that my audio is being really weird and you really feel like helping a girl out, there is a donation button somewhere, probably down below, maybe not, I don't know, about you know, helping a girl out with her mic fund. That's on Ko-fi, but it might not actually be up. Let me look. There. The Pixie's new mic fund. I don't know if that actually works. There, it's up there at the top. I'm at 0%. Yeah. So if you guys notice that, like, some days I'll stream and my mic is absolutely fine, and then other days it's just crapping out all over the place. I don't understand why it does that. Because it's not like I go in there and screw up all the audio stuff between streams. What it yar. There's absolutely no obligation, by the way, to donate to that. It's just there. So in the event that everybody wants to hear me at some point in time, we might get there. But this will work for now, I think. If I don't, like, you know, rip it out of the wall and throw it outside. We're gonna solve some problems here. I love how you have to hold it first and then place here. Place? Yeah. Yay, I made them happy. Well, you guys saw me put stuff in my inventory and storage, right? You're really driving me nuts. I'm like, really? Why is this a thing? Alright, well, that can stay there. I have a mushroom here. Go get it. Probably the wrong guy, but that's okay. Anyhow. Yep, that stupid imp stole it from the other imp that disappeared. So frustrating. I tried to feed the red hat imp, but the other ones are like, nope, not today. I can learn this one though and get that out of my inventory. Let's see. You've learned a new crafting recipe. A curious medieval front gate. Wahaha, it's so curious. Can I talk to our buddy bear over here? They don't even look like they have anything to tell us. No! Thank you. It's like, no, don't steal it. Do we have anything we can use to upgrade? I want to buy stuff. I want to buy clothes. Let's see, what is this? A shop expansion, but there's nothing to upgrade storage unless I actually upgrade the whole house. Look, it's a cute little patio table. We could buy a young spectral burb. I think we have another burb too, though. I don't know why we would need so many burbs unless we need a lot of eggs later. Which could potentially be the case. Do I have a potato or did I burn the potatoes? I think I burnt the potatoes. So we are still looking for shells, and I need to sell some shells. That's probably what I need to do. Run away! I need to sell some shells so I can get some potato. Oh, I didn't want to buy something. I wanted to sell something. Because I can read. Spoiler alert, Pixie, in fact, could not read. At least not today. Alright. So we are going to sell that one. We're not going to sell that one. We're going to sell that one. And that's frickin' all we can sell. How rude. How much? There are 2 bears over here now. Great. I wonder how much it costs to upgrade this lovely place we call home. I put all those chairs I made yesterday in here. I was like, this seems like a good place for them since I can't put them in my inventory. What do I have stacks of? This is the question of the day. What do I have stacks of that I can get out of my inventory? So I can make room for the things. Alright, so these are all the things that I can't put in my inventory. Fantastic. Alright. Now we have at least a little bit of room. Pandem. Why, hello again. My pop-up shop is open for business. How can I help you today? Would you like a hug? I want to buy something. Nah, nothing for me today. Would you like a hug? What are we selling? We're selling evil egg. A deviled egg. Buy it for 16,000 coins. No, thank you. Memorial statue. A gothic inn table. A chest. But it's not functional. It's just for decoration. Gothic sculptures. A steampunk chair. An antique bathtub. So we have like lots of options and things that we can use to decorate our home. 3 noble jewels. I don't even have those yet, I don't think. Alright, we're looking for shells, which in turn will end up taking up most of my inventory, watch, I bet. Unless there's just none hanging around on the beach, which possibly could be the case. Come on, rare legendary shells. I think I need a few more. So I can get rid of this quest and move on with my life in the game. There are shells on the beach, but they're not the ones that I'm looking for. Really? There was only like 2? Rude. Alright. I can donate this one. I'm not donating the other one. 600 old coins. Look at us go. We're doing the things today. Right, what does our friend over here have to say? Let's see, can I help you with something? It's awful. A few of my special trees have gone missing. You know, the so-called book trees. If you find them, please let me know. Alright, so we have to look for 3 books. Near a tree with a beehive. And one of the imps has it. Now I have to remember where the heck the beehive is. Oh, beehive. Was it over this way? I don't remember. We're gonna slice these little weeds down. And do the harvesting for materials, because that's what we do. It's a potato! Specifically a sweet potato. Okay, where is this magical beehive? If I were a beehive, I would be in a tree. I'm like not gonna find the beehive now. I'm gonna be like, it's not here. Sorry about your luck, but I'm finding all the other things. Heyo, buddy. Are you leaving now? Were you just lurking through your lunch break? I can't find the dang beehive. Oh no. Oh, now I'm stuck. I love how like I look away for a second and then I look back and my character is like stuck doing something. Sorry, phone's in my pocket on mute. Are you butt dialing my chat? That's really actually kind of funny. It's been one of those mornings, assistant. Hasn't it though? Hasn't it really been one of those mornings? Be a dear and fetch me coffee. I'm not your gopher. Look by a boat. We gotta go get boat coffee, guys. And if we see a beehive along the way, maybe we might have to harass an Emperor 20 as well. Right, this is the only boat I know of. Here's coffee. Woohoo! We found something, finally. About dang time. Knock knock, it's me, your gopher. Check out those coins. Huzzah! 1,500 old coins just for finding some coffee. Alright, I'll take that. Don't be so mad about being Mayor Bear's gopher. Gopher-ty gopher. Can I help you with something? Something went wrong at Central Afterlife Processing last night. Ghost mail has been spread across the land. Uh-oh. Guess what we gotta do? We gotta find tons of mail today, I think. I searched everywhere, but fear I've missed a few pieces. Yep, so there's four sealed letters and cardboard boxes, and we have to chase imps for those too. Apparently we have mail. There's mail. Oh, this is the stuff that we ordered yesterday, I think. From our summer seasonal bear. I need more space in my inventory. What a shame. All right, do I have a potato that I could throw at this person? No, I don't. This person, this imp. I have all these things that I have that I will eventually need, but I can't get rid of. Really rather tragic. Okay. We're gonna place this here. Somewhere where it's not red. Oh, wait. I thought that was a tree. I can't read today. There we go. It's a coconut stand. I'll have one open space. Rude. Food. I'm gonna snooze this ad for 5 minutes because we had some audio issues earlier. So we're snoozing ads. Yay. We're still looking for that beehive. There's still imps that need to be chased. I still don't have room in my inventory. At least packages and letters to grab. I feel like I'm in a real conundrum here. I might have to see if I can upgrade my living space, but I don't know that I have enough money. 50,000 old coins. Yep, nope. Don't have it. All right. I don't know what the heck that is. What is that? We'll put it down and see. Oh, it's like a shell something. Okay. Down by the beach. Can I put it down there? Did it just like randomly put itself down there? I think it did. Yes, we'll move it. We'll move it and rotate it. Alright. There we go. It's looking rather beachy on our beach, don't you think? I don't know that it's actually really looking rather beachy. It's probably looking really kind of uncolored as of late. But that's all right. Check out my clothing collection. Can I trade some clothing collection spots for some storage spaces? Jeez. Help a girl out, man. I already tried that. All right. Let's chase this imp. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I don't know what you have, but you're gonna give it to me, right? Yay! It's a book! And a letter! We're doing better with the mail than we are with the finding the beehive tree thing. That's really sad. Hey, we found another letter. Wrong button. Like a constant thing with me, I think. I need to standardize my controllers and just learn to deal with the mappings on each one of them, because I switch between Xbox and Switch controllers, and they're a little bit different. There's an imp that has something. I'm gonna catch you at some point. There we go.
Why, hello there.
Why, hello there, Jenny Kiki. How are you? Welcome in, my friend. So, I don't know why my shout-outs didn't even... Oh, I know why they didn't work. Because Jenny hasn't said something yet. I'm like, I don't know why my Bloomix thing isn't working. There it is. It works now. Today has been such an off day. Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing this morning? I'm stuck. Oh no, I got stuck. How did I get stuck? Is this a thing? Can you really get stuck in this thing? Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Bikini, everybody. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on. All my things are doing weird things. Well, thank you for that. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Mix It Up is a little bit weird. Sonata and I have looked at it several times and it should work, but sometimes it doesn't. Welcome in all my besties. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. You might have noticed my pinned message up there this morning. I've been having some mic issues with it cutting in and out, or me sounding more like Robo Pixie than actual Pixie. So if that's the case, let me know and I will see if I can fix it. Hello, Mooney. Thank you for the redeem for your pixie treats. Welcome in, all my friends. I hope you guys are having a lovely, lovely Wednesday. Happy time zones. I'm playing some Cozy Grove, but I think I've just gotten myself really stuck. Like, my character is genuinely stuck. Okay, there we go. Like, oh, I got her stuck. Stuck. But we're good. We made it. So we are looking for postal bear letters. Wow, everybody's coming in today. Everybody's coming in today. That's amazing. I hope you guys are actually having fun out there, not just hanging out in my stream, because who wants to really do that? You guys do, but I really appreciate you. You forgot that it would do that when you first sent a message. You want to hang out with me? I know, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys keep me company when I'm doing the mom thing all the time and I don't have adult people to talk to. You're doing some Bloomix work while you lurk on your Bloomix besties. I was doing some of that, some stuff and Mix It Up last night while I was lurking in everyone's channels too. I don't always say stuff. I try really hard to go in and, talk to everybody and say hi and do all the things. Oh, we got an imp we gotta chase. Run away! Gimme. But yeah, so I was doing some stream work. I did not change anything with my mic though, so I don't know why that's acting silly. We are actually in an ad break. It's gonna end in about 1:25, so for anyone who's not subscribed or who doesn't have turbo, I am sorry. I have found in this game that I am struggling so badly with inventory management. I don't have money to upgrade my house, which gives me more inventory space. But I can't really get rid of the things that I need because I need them for quests. So I'm just hoarding everything like crazy. Oh, here we go. We have another quest. Let's see. What would you like to do? Can I help you with something? Hey, Bright Eyes. I like my desserts to be textural. Textural. That's a big word. Please find me my secret ingredient, or Well, lucky for you, I've already done it. So here, have some ore. Oh yeah, that will leave a good grit. Thank you. Who puts that in their food? Seems like you might break a tooth or 20. Or, all 32 teeth. Did you guys know that cats only have 30 teeth? And humans, I think, have 32. During the school year, you look forward to lunch so you can talk to other teachers. It's hard to lock yourself in a room with a bunch of children and feel like an adult sometimes. You feel like life is easier being an 8-year-old versus a 28-year-old. That is really true. Sometimes I want to be a kid. I'm like, what do you want? Leave me alone. I'm trying to be a kid too. I just want to be in my own little kid world. But man, mad props to you being a teacher, because I have 4 children of my own, and when they're all home together all at the same time, it drives me nuts. I love them, don't get me wrong, but it drives me insane because they all come at me all at the same time, and I'm like, I don't know how teachers do it. I'm like, now we have to have our classroom rules, and if anybody needs to talk, we need to put our hand up, and you have to wait for me to call on you. And yet everybody gets to be the line leader at some point. But we all have to learn how to take turns. It's always chaos. And I don't know how you guys do it all the time, all day, every day, for months on end. So, definitely mad props to you, because I don't think that I would be able to do it. At one point I did. I thought I would be able to do it. But now that I'm a mom, I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. I couldn't do that. Oh yeah, I believe teaching is my purpose in life, but you have to be a special type of crazy to be in a room where you are outnumbered. Yes. I don't think the kids realize they could cause an uprising any day. I'm only one person. Yeah, so my kids know. But I don't know if it's just because they're my people, the people that, I made, and they're like, watch this, because they get that look in their eye. Like, they're about to cause chaos. And they do. And I just have to be the chaos coordinator. Sometimes I just join in the chaos, and then my husband's not very happy with me when that happens. He's like, really? You gonna act like a kid too? And I'm like, darn Skippy, I'm gonna act like a kid too. Why wouldn't I? They're acting crazy, and I'm just gonna go with it, because at this point it's either that or we're all going to jail. So, yeah. My only power sometimes is in my classroom is to hold control of the sticker store. We don't have a treasure box. I just have a wall of stickers that they can buy with tickets. Oh, that's cool. Honestly, I think that's probably the better way to go about it than a treasure box. I know everybody's going to argue with me, but my kids come home from school with these treasure box things. Number one, there's like, so I'm gonna chat for a minute instead of play the game, because this is what I do sometimes. But uh my kids' teachers do the treasure box method. And then they come home with all of these little things. And sometimes it's candy, which my kids do I don't know whose kids do well on sugar, but my kids, because they have ADHD, do absolutely terrible on sugar, and I have requested them not to give them candy, but you can't like monitor them all day. Then they have these little toys that they come home with from these little treasure boxes. And I have a baby. Their sibling is a baby. So trying to keep those little things out of little hands is very hard when my kids come home and they're like, look what I won at school, look what I earned. And then I'm just like, well, I have to take it away because I know you're going to come home and set it down on the side of, of your bag. And then the baby's going to come up and, grab it. And it's just going to be a big deal. And so it just causes a lot of chaos in my home. Even though the intention is good, it's hard to manage sometimes. So the sticker wall, I think, is a really good idea. So, yeah, I might share that one with them and be like, have you thought of, instead of doing this, maybe this? You do sometimes, but you very specifically make sure your parents are okay with it, or you don't give it. That's commendable, because I can tell my kids' teachers not to do it, and it's actually in their IEP, because they do have ADHD and they react very badly with sugar. Like, even just the smallest amounts of sugar makes them just, it just throws their whole demeanor off. And I'm like, if you want to do that in your classroom and you want to suffer with it all day, that's one thing. But when you send them home with it and then I have to deal with it, I don't really like it. So, yeah, the problem is, Drew, is that they kind of eat it before I get a chance to even ask about trading. So, like, once it's handed to them, that's it. They're like, oh, look what I got. Let's see. I give each kid a clear water bottle, and our school does planners, so I allow them to stick their stickers on those and really talk about how anything else they need to ask their parents first. That's nice. Our school, the local gas company donates clear water bottles to the school every year, and they also have planners, so that's actually a good idea. Look what I ate. Yeah, they'll show me the wrapper, or like the lollipop stick. I'm like, well, hope it was good, because now I have to deal with the consequences. And it's rough. I mean, just last night I had to explain to my child why she couldn't have ice cream before bed. And that was a massive meltdown. Because the night before, my husband tried to be nice and give them a scoop each of ice cream, and none of them wanted to go to bed afterwards. Your music teacher does candy each day she has them, and she had your class at the end of the day, and they would start eating it before I got them to the car line. Yeah. It's like you legitimately hand the kid a piece of candy, and it's gone in 2 seconds. It's like the childhood drug, sugar. But also, you would be surprised at how much stuff has sugar in it. Like, the free and reduced lunch meals. I was looking at those the other day, and they have, the Pop-Tarts. And if you look at the sugar content on those, they're insane. Or these things called Raisels. I don't know if you guys have them there, but they're like, I didn't know what they were. I had to actually Google them. I was like, what the heck are these things? What these are, they're supposed to be healthy, but honestly, they're not. What they are is they're raisins that are covered in sugar granules. So first off, raisins are already sweet enough. They don't really need more sugar on them. But they feed these to the kids in the mornings. And of course they're going to be like crashing by lunchtime. And then, whatever your schools offer for lunch isn't always all that great either. They're not like well-rounded. And while people say, yes, you can send your child to school with a packed lunch, my kids either forget them. It sounds like Raisinets. Yeah, they're called Raisels, but I think Raisinets are like are the chocolate covered ones, right? But like when I pack lunches for my kids, it's either, they get tired of eating the same things, which, you're kind of limited on, because you are. I mean, you can't really go all out and make gourmet meals for them unless you're some kind of TikTok mom, which I am not. I am not. But and props to those TikTok moms, and there's no shade here, because you guys are awesome out there. You're doing what you do, doing your thing, go for it. But I'm just not that person. But yeah, my kids will drag their lunchboxes on the ground or forget them, or take them to school and then forget them in school when they go to lunch, and then they don't have them, and then they come back and all the food is wasted. So I don't know, it's just a big it's a thorn in my side, and it's always something that we have to deal with every time school starts up again, is the sugar and the lunches, trying to get everybody fed. But then in the summertime, they're at my house, and I never have a full pantry, because the moment we come home from the grocery store, the stuff's not even out of the bags yet, and they're raiding my food. I'm like, can you guys knock it off? I love you. I know you're growing, but please save some for the rest of us. You'll say you're very lucky that your class is small so you can be more attentive, but the public schools are packing classes and causing so much stress for parents to try to keep up with. Yeah. Your largest class was 11, and next year, as of right now, it looks like you only have 5 kids. Wow, that's amazing. So 2 of mine right now are in Montessori. One is going to go to the public school in kinder. She starts kinder in August. And I think their class sizes, Montessori's class sizes, are like 10 to a teacher. So there's like 2 teachers in each room. But when you go to public school, it's like more like 20 to a teacher. And if you're lucky, you might get an aide. Montessori, yeah, my kids have done really, really well with it. I actually had them in a different setting at first, and they weren't doing so well. And then I moved them over to Montessori, and they have done amazing with Montessori. So I am a big advocate for it if you can afford it. It's very expensive. My bank cries at the first of every month, because that's when their tuition is due. And it's also when my mortgage is due. So it cries heavily. And then I just got a letter in the mail from Montessori about the fall increases. And I'm like, no, you can't increase it more. What am I going to do? But yeah, Montessori is interesting. But my kids have surprisingly done very well with it. And before I had children, I didn't even know what the heck it was. I was like, what's this? But yeah, it's worked out fairly well for them, and they do amazing with their schooling, now with having the Montessori foundation. So what did we get? Fancy pho crafting recipe. Look at that. Donate to collections for a reward. Do we have any more recipes in here, or is it just questy items? Oh, my inventory is full again. I hate it here. Right. Like, it's lunchtime. I'm hungry. Me and my cousins, 12 of us total, used to raid my aunt's pantry. Yeah, like I remember only being limited, like I was limited. My mom was like, "You absolutely positively can only eat these things." And that is it. If you touch anything else, there are serious consequences. And so I was like, "All right, so this is my stash for the week." And I had to ration it because if not, then like when it was gone, it was gone. Like I didn't get anything else until they cooked the dinner meal when I was a child. Like I was one of those kids that was kind of like left to fend for themselves during the summer months while my parents worked from like second grade onward. Um and so I had my designated little cabinet and I would have to ration everything for the week. You're hungry but you don't want anything here. I go through the same thing daily. Like I'll even go, okay, let me just spoil myself and order some DoorDash. And then I like look at what's around and I'm like, but I don't want anything around here either. It's really like there's just a lot of fried chicken places around here, which is great, I guess, if you like fried chicken. But do we really need so many in a like 10 square mile radius? Like there's only so many ways you can fry a chicken, right? It's just me, but that's how I feel. Um, let's see. When I was around 7, my grandpa and my mom's side lived in the neighborhood my dad lived in. And if my dad said no snack, I went to my grandpa's for yogurts. It's one way to cheat the system, right? You get to go like, you know, be fine. It reminds me that actually reminds me of my daughter. She um she went to her grandparents. So she has a cell phone. This is not food related, by the way, but the situation kind of reminds me of the same thing. Um, she went to her grandparents, and her grandfather gave her a phone, a cell phone, a while back when we asked if they could help us out with that, like so she would have a phone in case of emergencies. And so she's had this phone for like 2 or 3 years now, and she's getting older. She's almost 11. But she looks like she's, you know, 14, 15 because she's very tall. And she just looks very mature for her age. And they went to the pool, a public pool, and my daughter met a new friend at the pool who happened to be a teenager and who happened to give her his phone number. And Grandma and Grandpa weren't too happy with that because they know that she's supposed to ask. Yep. So we can guess what happened to the cell phone. So what happened to the cell phone was, yes, ooh, his. So what happened to the phone was Grandma and Grandpa decided that she wasn't ready for the phone that she has now, that she's had for the last 3 years, which is a smartphone. And so they downgraded her to a jitterbug. You guys know what a jitterbug is, right? And I freaking hate it. Not a jitterbug. Yes, a freaking jitterbug. And I hate it because I can't even like text her with it. But mom, my life is over. My life is over because I need to text her and I can't even do that. Like it's so unfunctional. I'm like, can I just throw it in the driveway and run over it a couple times and say oopsies? So where I was going with this is that she went over to her friend's house the other day who lives in our neighborhood. So she's like within walking distance. And she comes home and she goes, Mom, my friend gave me her old phone. All we have to do is get a new SIM card for it. And of course, pay for the monthly service. So she comes home with another smartphone that her friend was just like, "Yeah, you can have this one. It's my old one. The screen might be cracked, but at least it's a smartphone." I'm like, "So you seriously went to the workaround situation too? Are you going to tell me how you're going to pay for that monthly bill? You going to do some extra chores that are worth the 60, $70 a month that you're going to have to pay me?" So So yeah, that's where I was going with that is kids always find a way to work around the system. Always. So going to your grandpa's house, that's what it reminded me of. It was just like it was very much the same similar situation. Oh my God, on the topic of fried chicken, KFC is better in Canada, which is crazy being you're from Texas. Well, I live in Texas. That's where I'm at now. But I was born not in Texas. But I do live here. Um, and it is very hot. It's like very, very hot today. Uh, and it's funny because my Alexa, and she's probably gonna turn on and be like, "I'm listening now." She has been extending the heat warning every day for like the last month. And I'm like, you might as well go heat warning has been extended until October 31st. So you wasn't born here either. You moved here and you started when you were in high school, so about 14 years now. Yeah, I moved here in 2010. So I've been here for a while. But it's been interesting living in Texas. It was a little bit of a culture shock when I first got here. Same here. What would you like to do? I don't know. What would we like to do? Put stuff in my storage? Or keep filling up storage? Maybe I should burn this stuff. I don't want to pet the bird though. I want to talk to the fire. I'm gonna burn something. Sorry, Pixie. Out of all the states I've been to, all but five, Texas is the top three worst. You don't have to apologize to me. I mean, I got nothing. I walk outside and I'm like, it's dang hot. I hate it here, among other reasons. But I won't get into those. Um, it's afforded me a way to live when the other places that I've lived have not, so I'll give it that. But it's just been an interesting last couple of years. You're here because at this point it's cheaper to stay than to move. Yeah, so I own my home here, and you're right. It's cheaper to stay in my home. Like I was looking at my mortgage payment the other day versus moving somewhere else and maybe having an apartment. But my mortgage payment is way cheaper than it would be if I were to rent an apartment somewhere for all of my family. Which there are four kids and two adults. Wouldn't be like we would be very happy in an apartment, but if we had to move temporarily while we were getting a house built or something, it would just monetarily it wouldn't be worth it financially to even think about moving. Your mom is moving here from Las Vegas and she's like dumbfounded by the housing prices in comparison. I thought Las Vegas was like expensive too though. Is it not as expensive as it is here? That's crazy. I mean, I'm just dumbfounded at the fact that I can fly into the Las Vegas airport and right out the gate there's a slot machine there waiting for you. Like, that's crazy to me. And that they have like guards around them so that minors don't try to gamble. No, it's way more in Vegas. Oh, I thought so. But that's what dumbfounds me about Vegas. I'm like, dang, they really go all out, don't they? I'll be actually flying through there in a few weeks. I'm going to see the Pink Planter in a few weeks. I'm excited. I can't wait. Yeah, we're gonna go on an adventure. She's invited a couple of her mods out, and I mod for her channel, so we're gonna all hang out and meet each other for the first time, really, and just go on a West Coast adventure. But yeah, it's just insane how the cost of living has gone up so much, and groceries too. Like, groceries used to be not cheap, but like I feel like everything nowadays is like at least $5 or $5.99. Oh my gosh. This inventory problem is driving me nuts. I need the shells, but I also need to donate stuff. Oh, I was just thinking, I want to donate something. Alright, what can I donate? Anything? That's uncommon, so we can donate that one. 600 old coins. Food is one of my highest bills. Yeah, like, honestly, my husband does most of our grocery shopping because I get very overwhelmed with the groceries and the options and all the things. Not to say I won't do it, because I have. I just get very overwhelmed trying to deal with it. You see this every time I inch closer to him. He's like, no. He inches close. He inches away. He's like, I'm not standing there. But he does most of the grocery shopping, and he said to me the other day, he was like, if you saw the grocery bills about how much I spend every time I go to the store for us. And I was like, I know, but we need to know, you know, so we can budget. But at the same time, I feel like when the grocery bills become more than your house bill, there's an issue. And it's simply just, you know, not even lavish, extravagant food. It's just like even crap food. And if you try to be healthy, it's even worse. You know what I mean? You do online pickup because I hate going into the store. Yeah, I try to do online pickup too, but I still get very overwhelmed with like all the options and the things, and like, well, this one's cheaper than this one, and this one has less calories, and this one has less sodium, and this one has more fiber. Like, I'm like, I can't, it's just too much. I just want something to eat that's not going to kill me. But I think in the United States, that's a little bit hard to come by, because I feel like all the food here is trying to kill you. But, you know, what do I know? I'm just a person. Oh, did we make it? Did we get the thing? The legendary? We got a rare and a legendary, so we did get the shells, but I think we need 2 shells? 3 shells? I'll check the quest. Alright, so the quest is down here. No, we needed 2. Any common decoration except for fences. Okay, so I have to actually have all that in my bags? Are you effing kidding me? How the hell is that supposed to work? The other day, I think I ordered groceries for myself because I was hungry. And I don't normally just order groceries for myself, but my kids have really been eating us out of house and home. So I was like, I'm gonna compile a list of things for myself. So I'll have meals for like the next week or so. And legitimately, just for me, it was like over $100. And I'm like, really? I'm just one person, and I didn't even plan out 3 meals a day. Like it was just for lunch items. And I don't understand. Like I don't get it. Why is it that bad? Oh, we were in an ad break. I don't know why it didn't tell me we were in an ad break until it was like, "Hey, Pixie, our ads are finishing now." Sorry about that. I'm just talking like there's no ad break. So yeah. Welcome back. I'm sorry about the ad break if you were stuck in one. I was talking about how I went shopping for myself and my bill was almost over $100. Um, for just a few lunch groceries for the week. And I don't really even eat that much. So there's something weird going on here with the food situation, and I don't like it. I ended up in the tent. Oh, I wanted to pick these up, but I don't know if I have room in my inventory to do it. I think what I'm gonna have to do is stand out here and just drop all the stuff I can't carry around so I can finish this quest. I know that's really, really weird, but I think that's what's gonna have to happen. The bird is like, "You're giving me presents." Bird loves presents. Well, let me drop those. It won't let me drop anything else. It's like, nope, no can do. All right, hopefully all that stuff will stay there. So I can do the rest of this quest down here. And then I'll come back and pick up all my crap. Yeah, the wife and I spend about $700 a month on food. Yeah, it's really stupid, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying this happens everywhere, but when I was in Ireland, I was in Ireland over Easter. And my friend and I decided that since everything was going to be closed, we would just, obviously chill out in our Airbnb and we would buy our own meals. And we bought like meal between the two of us for like Easter and dinner for the night prior and like breakfast and lunch and all of that. So we had food. And I think between the two of us, we spent like 25 euros. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, how is that possible? Like, I was very dumbfounded. And I don't know if that's just specific to where we were at, or if that's like the price of everything, like, when you go grocery shopping in a different country. I don't know. All right, how do I pick this up and put this in my inventory? Pick up. Pick up. All right. Well, I thought I hit pick up, but apparently I didn't. I made all these chairs for this quest. What else do I need? I need 3 more common items that aren't fences. Okay. Oh no, I made the plant sad. What else did I have that was common? that chair. One more common thing. Alright. We did it! And now for the life of me, I can't figure out which person needed all this crap. Was it you? If you break a tool, don't fret. With few materials, I can patch it up for you, just good as new. Alright, well, that's not... It's not you, because we already know you gave us a quest. Was it the guy, the corn bear? I call him the corny bear. Was it the corny bear over here? I feel like everybody has quests for me today. Yes, it was Corny Bear. Man, this bear wants lots of stuff. Oh boy, this should keep me stocked for weeks. Stocked on important memories, that is. I bet you don't get much gratitude for all the memories you lug around, huh? Do other bears just throw a log in your direction and send you on your way? Nah, they're pretty nice about it. No one appreciates what I do. They're pretty nice about it. Well, old Lee is going to do you one better. I pulled together a carefully curated box of supplies as a thank you. Take this loose page, for instance. Do I know what book it came from? No. Will it mean anything to you out of context? Probably not. But it's printed on great paper. That's got to come in handy someday. Everything comes in handy eventually, if you hold on to it long enough. Maybe I should keep that page after all. Nope. I'm a bear of my word. Take it. I have enough paper, I think. I've earned a new badge. Conversationalist. Intermediate. Go us. And we completed another quest. Yay! And we lit up part of the world. Look at us go and doing things and stuff. I see leaf piles. I really should, I see these leaf piles and I'm like, I must play in them. I must get the things. And then my inventory is like, but I don't have room for all the things, Pixie. I don't know what you're doing to me. And then I throw everything on the ground outside. All right, here's a log for you. Gulp, only 6 more logs before I'm full. I don't sense any more logs out there today. You should check back tomorrow. All right, so nobody has any of the other stuff for us. Any more logs today. But I do have more quests to turn in. So I'll go do those. And then we still have to find more packages and stuff. So we still have things to do. Man, that was a lot of stuff. All right. It's funny when everything's not colored in, I can't really see it that well. It's alright, I'm old. My special trees, you found them. It gets so lonely out here. Without my special books, I'd lose my mind. I feel the same way. I got a tree! And we lit up more of the world. I get to put the tree down in the orchard that we're building eventually. At some point. Sorry, my son came in here and like opened the door and then slammed the door. And then he asked me for help with his VR. My bad. Do I have mushrooms for these guys? I do. I'm gonna wait for him to appear. Haha! He got it. Then I think we get to turn in... I don't know if it's this bear. Oh, I was just thinking, I have to admit, Bright Eyes, sometimes when I'm hungry, I use certain pre-made ingredients to speed things up. For example, this holiday cake I threw together last year. Ingredients: angel food cake, a can or two of icing mix with cinnamon, then filling the middle, canned apple pie filler, but don't forget the pièce de résistance. Seeds from whatever squash you have on hand. Ew, that's gross. Oh, because I almost missed it again. There's a lot happening. I'll send you a message on Discord. Sorry, Moody, I didn't mean to miss your message. There was a lot happening. And my chat window is ridiculously small for whatever reason. I need to make it bigger. All right, made it bigger. But yes, send me a message on Discord. We'll talk about it. That one had people chattering for weeks afterwards. Why would you do that to yourself? That's gross. All right. Some of the recipes in video games just boggle my brain cells. Oh no, my backpack's full again. What a shame. I think we're just gonna live in the permanently filled backpack era of life. Oh no! No, you stole the potato, you little jerk face. Alright, I have to wait for him to reappear. Yeah, you get mad. Thank you for getting the potato. Now give me my goods. Thank you, SiriBot, for banning the spammers. You guys getting a lot of those lately too? I feel like that happens a lot these days. Cat back. The Cat Fanciers Association recognizes 44 breeds of cats. Right. I can't remember who I need to turn this other quest into. Charlotte Pine need. Okay. It would have helped if I would have done that to begin with, but I didn't ever say that I was a great gamer, so there's that. I'm just gonna stick with that and say, okay. You personally haven't seen many, but in a channel you mod for, you've seen them more often. Yeah, I think that everybody that I mod for that has this bot has seen an increase, and I don't know if it's bot specific, like they're searching for it somehow. I don't know. Seems weird. Did you see the FDA approve a new Alzheimer's treatment? 35% reduction in cognitive decline over 18 months and reduced risk of moving stages by 40%? No. But if they did, that's really, really good though. Um, as long as the side effects aren't, I mean, what could be worse, right? I don't I don't know. I'm not going to ask that question. But if it helps somebody out there, that's really good. Sometimes I think out loud and it just comes out of my mouth before I like my filter is just gone. So I apologize. Like, what could be worse? I don't know. They got to be close to a higher percent or total elimination of the disease. Well, I just lost an uncle a few months ago. Um, Back at the beginning of, I think it was May. No, sorry, March. The other M month. Uh, who had who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia, and it was really fast. It took him very, very fast. He was diagnosed in the fall of last year, and it just took him, and it was very, very sad. He was my last surviving uncle. All of my uncles now have passed away, but to watch his decline was terrible. And to watch my cousins and my aunt go through that was terrible. So it is an awful, awful disease, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone either. A lot of diseases out there are awful, awful diseases. Like nobody wants to say, I have an awesome disease, you know what I mean? But I guess that's why they call them diseases. But yeah, it's just one of those things that hopefully they can find a cure or a treatment to eliminate it at some point very, very soon. Well, look at that. The last few pages of the handbook. The rules to witch ball. Tips for building a shelter out of gravestones. How to protect your food from wild poltergeists. And look here. Property of sea pine. Of course. I understand. All this time I thought this was your handbook we were recovering. But it's not yours. It's mine. My handbook from my misadventures as a spirit scout. Oh, we uncovered a memory. Oh, look at little Charlotte Pine. I tried my best to free the unhappy ghosts here from the dark, but I failed. You did good work, helping me piece this handbook back together. Now I remember a bit more of myself. But don't make it the same mistake I did, Scout. The spirits of Cozy Grove are friendly enough, but despite all our asking, we're beyond help. Once you accept that and give up feeding your fire, well, there's a place beside me on this log, and I'd love the company. Is she talking about the fact that, like, we're living and she's dead and they're beyond help, and that if we want to give up trying to get off the island, we could just die right beside her on the island? Because I feel like that's where she's going with that. Am I, like, the only one that thinks that? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Rin. How are you? Yeah, I feel like that's where she's going with that. Like, you're just gonna have to give up on this island and sit right here on this log next to me and become unalive like the rest of us here bears. There's a log for you. Yep. Only 5 more logs before I'm full. I don't sense any more logs out there today. You should check back tomorrow. Hi, I'm good. My 5-day weekend starts today. Let's go. 5-day weekend. Do you have anything really cool planned? Or are you just gonna like stay home and chill? I'm good. We're just playing some Cozy Grove. Um and talking about all the things. I feel like we've talked about a large range of a variety of things on the stream today, from the price of food to unfortunately Alzheimer's disease, and um how many chicken places there are, and schools, and all of the things. A staycation for sure. Playing lots of games, reading, and building nano blocks. Let's go. I love building Legos. And some of my most favorite things to build are like the Lego plant collections. Like I have the different ones, like the succulent one, I have the orchid one. The one that I'm going to be building next is the tranquil garden, and I have light kits for it, which are going to be amazing. um I want to say that the tranquil garden is probably going to be my favorite, but I haven't built it yet. It's still in the box. um and books, what do you like to read? I am an avid reader, so I read lots of stuff all of the time. And currently, the new book that I am reading that I just got from the library is The Lost English Girl by Julia Kelly. And so far, it's really, really good. I like a lot of historical fiction, but I also like sci-fi and fantasy stuff too. So I have a lot of books and I read a lot. But I think I fell asleep last night with a book in my hand, as a matter of fact, on my way to bed. You love romanticy? Romanticy. What's that book about? So this book that I am reading is it takes place kind of like in the 1930s and 1940s, right around World War II. And it's about a girl, Catholic girl, who she gets herself in trouble back in the day, and she ends up getting pregnant by a Jewish boy, and they end up sending her daughter away to safety, or so she thinks it's safety, during the raids in Liverpool, and the safety camp where her child is gets bombed. And so she has to go in search of and trying to find out if her daughter's still living or not. And her husband that she was forced to marry, the Jewish one, he ends up in America because he's a musician. And so he's over there and she's here, in Liverpool, and their daughter's sent somewhere else. And so, yes, so they're looking for the lost English girl. And so there's different perspectives in the book on each one of their experiences. Yeah, it's a little like historical fiction is really heavy, but it also has some romantic elements in there as well, and gives a good picture of kind of like the life and times of what it was like back in the mid 1930s and 40s when all of that was going on. So and some history too, like some of the stuff in this book really did happen. Not the story itself, but the events of the war are in there, which is really fascinating. But yeah, I like everything. All kinds of stuff. And I'm kind of notorious for reading 2 books or 3 at the same time. Which I guess I'm really lucky, because my library will allow us to check out like 60 items at a time. And you can renew your checkouts twice after initial checkout. So you can potentially have your stuff, I think, quite a while. Because it's not due, like the initial due date is 2 weeks after you check it out. So then it auto renews at 2 weeks for another 2 weeks. It's a raid. It's a raid. Peaches K. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Hi, Raiders. Welcome in. Bloomix bestie, how are you? What were you up to? Oh my goodness, everybody. Oh, look, Jenny's here twice. Welcome, welcome. What have you been doing? I was in Carl's stream last night and Boots' stream, and I heard that you were going to be doing some Stardew Valley soon, like a co-op thingamading. We're just in here hanging out, doing some Cozy Grove, talking about books. Everybody, please, please, if you're not following Peaches K, for everything that is holy, you need to hit that button, hit the follow button, turn the heart green. You were just co-working. Awesome, awesome. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But yes, welcome in, Peaches. Hi, everybody. I am Pixie Cat Games. I do some co-working, do some cozy stuff. Usually I'm around Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. CST. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Thank you so much, Peaches, for trusting me with your community. I love Cozy Grove. If you do have to raid and run, I completely understand. But if you also need to hang out and lurk and just, you know, get the cozy vibes, that's cool too. Look at you, Boots! Boots is like, I made it, I'm late. Welcome in, friend. Peachy, I'm trying my best. I don't know what that's about. But sorry, Peaches. Just got back inside from watering the plants. Oh yeah, you did, like, you planted around your deck. I think I saw those pictures. That was really cool. You did a good job. I'm proud of you. Now you need to come to my house and do that for me. Heck yes. I don't know why it linked somebody else's thing. Mix It Up has been weird lately. Oh, here's the message. I would love to. I love gardening. Oh, well, you know what? I have a big, huge garden in the front of my house that looks terrible. I think it's actually housing some wild rabbits right now, which is why I haven't disturbed it. But it really needs to be re-landscaped. But yeah, everybody, welcome in. If you do need to raid and run, completely understand. If you want to lurk, that's cool too. If you want to hang out and talk, because I'm clearly playing a lot of Cozy Grove. We're just standing here right now and talking about books and all kinds of other things. Completely okay too. I'm very happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for coming in and saying hi. And thank you again so much, Peaches, for trusting me with your community. You're gonna lurk, you're not feeling great. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have to re-download Cozy Grove on your Switch soon. Oh, the other thing too is that I don't know if you do, and I hope you feel better, but if you do, Cozy Grove, the creators of Cozy Grove have come out with another one. But the only stipulation is that it's on like mobile, so you can do it on iOS or Android, but you also have to have a Netflix subscription in order to do it. So if that's your jam, you can check it out too. They have a new game. I think it's like a week old now at this point. But if not, and you have Cozy Grove on your Switch, you can also do that. And I think some of the characters from the original Cozy Grove are in the new one. But yes, feel better. Take care of yourself. Go get some rest. Do all the things. We love baby bunnies. Yes, we do love baby bunnies. I am actually really allergic to rabbits, but if they're outside, it's fine. I used to raise rabbits when I was a kid, and I guess I got an allergy to them. I don't know. It was really weird. all of a sudden I just got a really bad allergy to them and I had to adopt them all out, which was really, really sad. But welcome back. I don't know why my ad breaks aren't tipping me off either. Welcome back from the ads. Sorry about that, guys. If you guys were in an ad, I should have been able to announce that, and it didn't tell me that it was even happening. It's like the second time it's done that. Yeah, it was really hard. I love my babies a lot. And, I had a Flemish giant who was like a 20-pound rabbit. It was not a good day. It made me very sad, but I literally couldn't even be in the same room or car for that matter without looking like I had the full-blown flu. Everything was just nuts. My face swelled up. My eyes would swell up. It was terrible. Breaks have been super weird recently. You've only been getting notifications 30 seconds before they start. You got one that said it was starting in 3 minutes and then it hit 20 seconds later. Yeah, Twitch be twitching, Boots. I don't know what's happening with that. Wish I was in an ad. Sadly, I'm in a music video. Oh, that's terrible. It's not a good one, I guess. Twitch always be doing Twitch things. Really, in all honesty. But yes, so we're playing Cozy Grove, and in this game today, I'm struggling hardcore with inventory management. Like, so badly. Because I don't have enough money yet to upgrade my tent, which gives me more space in my inventory. But I can't get rid of the things in my inventory because I need them for quests. The struggle is real. No, it's a good one. Just don't get paid for it. Yeah. Struggling with inventory management is your middle name, right? I feel like every game is like, I think it's a mini game within a game. Every game, right? Like every game is just like, let's see how we can screw up inventory management for our players. All right, I'm gonna see if I can't stack some more of this stuff up because I still have more letters to find for the postal bear, and I can't do that with a full inventory. Oh, look, I have one space free in my inventory. How perfectly amazing is that? All right, here we go. Let's see what we can stack up. Trying to get some of this stuff out. Oh, inventory is full. Yeah, we know. We know it's full. Oh, and then I can plant that tree. So hooray for tree planting. Oh, I guess I don't have a stack of those. Or eggs. Did I really eat all those eggs? Or cook all those eggs at some point? That's weird. Place here. I'm gonna place our little tree there. It's so little. It's a baby tree. Alright, what badges have we acquired so far? Conversationalist, intermediate. 2,000 old coins. That'll help us in our quest to, you know, increase our inventory space, right? We need limitless inventory slots. That we do. Right, coin collector expert. I thought that said collect trash. Because I can read. And I will be very surprised. So, earlier in my stream, I was having some audio issues with my mic. And I had to change some of the settings on my mic. So, some of the filters might be off. So if you hear the tornado sirens in the background, it's just our monthly tornado siren test. It happens on the first Wednesday of every month at the same time. So if you hear something funny in the background, that's probably what it is. Usually my mic settings they get filtered out, but it might not happen today. So if you happen to hear a tornado siren in the background, that's me. But there's no tornadoes. It's like 150 bajillion degrees outside, not raining, no clouds in the sky. It's just freaking hot. Pixie, I gotta lurk and work, unfortunately, but I hope you have a fun stream. Good luck with the inventory stuff. No problem, Boots. Thanks for stopping in. I hope that your work goes by quickly and that you can enjoy the rest of your day. I was gonna say, don't be streaming during tornadoes. Yeah, there's no tornadoes. It's just the siren test to make sure that they work in the event that there's a tornado. I would not be streaming during a tornado. I'd be like, yep, I'm gonna go now. See you guys later. Yeah, that's not gonna happen though. It's not really tornado season-ish here for us. I mean, I won't never say never, but usually during this time of year, it's very, very rare for us to have a tornado where we live. Now in the springtime and the fall, that's different. Alright, so I see sand piles in your future. So we're looking for 2 more letters and 1 more box. Lost it by a burrow. Is that over here somewhere? I'm watching these imps to see if maybe one of them has a question mark or an exclamation mark over their head. They're just hanging out, chilling. I love how they have like little flames on their hats. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Whee! I caught you! Yay! A package. So it still said something about sand piles, right? Yep. So we need to go looking in sand piles around, I would assume, what is the beach, right? Because there's sand at the beach. These piles are really hard to see. Dragons are cool. I usually push the wrong button all the time. How are you, friend? Welcome in. What's happening? What's been going on? Didn't you have a birthday very, very recently? Or am I just imagining things? Because I think you had a birthday very recently. Where the heck is the sand pile? Help a girl out, I can't find the sand pile. I thought this was it over here, but I guess it's not. Nope. But I'll pick up that happy imp essence that apparently was just chilling somewhere. Ah, yes, on June 30th. Oh, that's right. Happy belated birthday, my friend. I hope that your birthday was really special and that you had a lot of fun. And if you would care to share what you did on your birthday, that would be also awesome. But you don't have to. Like for me, on my birthday, I know I'm weird, but I prefer a pie over a cake. But I don't know. Some people might like cake more than they like pie, but I prefer pie instead of cake. But I was born in December, so we have like a lot of sweets all the time around that month because of the holidays. So I'm just like, you can get me a pie and I'll be happy with the pie. Cake all the way. Cake is great. Give me some cake. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like cake, but for me, for my birthday, I always prefer pie. Because we're always so oversaturated with all of the sweet and yummy things during the holidays anyways. But at least I kind of try to pretend to be more healthy with the pie. Cookie cake for you! Yes! Cookie cakes are amazing. I think I've only had one cookie cake in my life, though. Like, for my own birthday, I think I've only had one. You played games and went to Mom's for Sunday roast? You can't beat a good Sunday roast. I'm just saying. I hope it was really yummy. What games were you playing? I mean, pies have fruit, so the healthy balance is certainly there. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's 100% my thought process. Is there any other sand piles somewhere? Why can't I find this? All right. Seeing 2 skulls tied to stakes and sand piles in your future. All right, guys. We gotta look for some dang sand piles. Ignore the insane amount of sugar, but there's fruit in the pie. It's fine. Fruit will balance it out. That's right. Elden Ring and Dead by Daylight farm together. That's awesome. How are you doing in Elden Ring? Because I know a lot of my friends have been playing Elden Ring lately, and they have been banging their heads on their desks. Is that the case for you too? Or are you pretty okay with it? Right, so there's 3 skulls. There's 2 skulls. Is it this sand pile? Is this? That's where it is. It was hiding the whole time. Look near a sculpture made of sand behind something. Okay, so that must be over by the boat. You just started it, so it's still early. Well, I'm gonna say good luck because a lot of my friends have been eerily beating themselves up over trying to kick butt on some of the bosses. So I hope that it works for you. Farm Together is really fun though. Another friend of mine was playing it earlier. There, the letter. We found them all. Yay. Another friend of mine was playing Farm Together this morning for a little bit on their stream. And it looks like that they just had a really big update too. And so she was around, she like had a... You have a voice! I do have a voice, Ray! Hi, welcome in! Good afternoon! Oh my gosh, that alert is so cute. Thank you! Wait, you do? Yeah, I didn't know that I had a voice. Like, at all. Everybody, please go give my friend Rhea some love too. She's a fellow Bloomix bestie, and her vibe is just insanely awesome and more cozy than mine. Thank you. Your little daily pixie redeem. Oh yeah, and for those of you who don't know, usually I have pixie snacks on redeem. So she does get some pixie cam time. However, I have had to disable them for a little while because she has had a little bit of an upset tummy. So that's why I'm making sure that she's okay before we go back on our treat regimen. Following our fellow Bloomix besties. I need to follow everyone. Akenia, yes. Yes. I just recently went back in and put in all of the walk-on sounds for our new Bloomix besties that just came in. And if anybody out there is also a streamer and is not a part of Bloomix, there is a link at the very bottom in my About Me section. But I think maybe yes, there. So my Robo Pixie has got my back. We are a group of wonderful creators, and I've met so many amazing people. And I hope my mic is still working because it doesn't look like it is. But if it is, please let me know. It is great. Okay, I might have to make myself disappear here because it doesn't look like it's working. But we are a group of amazing, awesome people, and I have met so many amazing creators and gotten so many cool ideas from them. And so yes, go give all of my Bloomix besties a follow. And if you are interested in joining and you are a streamer, we would love to have you. I don't know that we are currently accepting applications at the moment, but they do open up occasionally. So just keep a lookout for that. Let me see if I can't fix myself here. Give me just a second and I will be right back. Okay. Did I fix myself? I think I fixed myself. I think we're good. Thank you guys for hanging out. I know we're currently in an ad break for those who are not subscribed or for those who don't have Turbo. So we will be in an ad break for another 20 something seconds. So I'll just sit here and sing a song and dance. You guys will, be bored. We are not right now, but all streamers and artists are welcome to follow Twitter for updates, says Jenny. Thank you so much for letting everybody know, because it is an amazing group of people. Dance party! Yep, let's do the dancing. We're gonna do the singing and the dancing. All right, so I think the ad break is finished now. So we're gonna go back to Cozy Groven and suffering through inventory management because it's terrible. Happy you guys are here today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I have had audio issues and things crapping out all over the place and a tornado siren warning in the background. Like, today has just been one of the weirdest of days for streaming. I don't get it some days. We need to go to Postal Bear. Postal Bear is right here. I'm gonna turn in our stuff and see what we got. I knew there was mail out there. You've got a natural gift for mail collection, kid. Thanks. Okay, BRB, I need to grab some food. Yes, please do. And then when you're done, share, because food is amazing and it's lunchtime and I am also a little bit hungry. I have like some snacky stuff next to me, but I don't want to snack on it right now because I don't want to be rude. We are grilling and cooking here. What you grilling, Akinia? What's on the menu today? Whatever it is, because there's a grill involved, I'm thinking it's probably something really good. Snack? Did I hear snack? You did hear a snack. I want a snack. The only thing I have, and this is not very healthy at all, so, you know, is some barbecue potato chips. I don't particularly care for them, but at the same time, my children have eaten me out of house and home, and that's probably about the only thing I have. And I have it over here, and I'm guarding it with my life, and I'm telling my kids that they can't have it because when I need a snack, I'm gonna snack on this stuff over here. So they can't touch it. No touchy. Lurky, lurky, while you make your late lunch. That sounds like a plan. Hot dogs, ribs, hamburgers, chicken, and I think salmon too. Well, Akinia, that is like a huge smorgasbord of stuff. And I think you need to invite my whole chat over. I'm just saying. No, but really, that sounds amazing. And I hope that, you know, it is amazing when you get a chance to sit down and eat it because summertime is all for the grill, except for if you live in Texas. Because if you're living in Texas and it's 105 outside, you don't want to stand in front of a grill. But have the best time eating because, oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. And now I'm really, really super hungry. All right, so we have done all of our questing on this game, I think. Let's see, for today. I might be able to get away with putting some stuff in storage. And then I think we might hop over to Spiritfarer for a few. Okay, I'm gonna lurk while I work. Just wanted to say hi. So happy to finally catch your stream. No problem. Thank you so much for stopping in to say hi, and I hope the rest of your work day goes by very, very quickly. And I'll see you around. Heating up baked beans, and hubby's mom is going to make Puerto Rican rice. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. You guys are really having a party over there, aren't you? All right, so I'm going to.
Yes. I do want you.
Yes, I do want you. I'm going to be right back, and we're gonna put on some Spiritfarer next, and we'll continue with our spirit-themed adventures since we've done all that we can do in Cozy Grove for our dailies today. So go take your lurks, go take your breaks, go get your meds, go get some food, have some snacky snacks, and I will be back with some new game content in a second. Yes, his fam is coming over. That's amazing. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's get our game back up and moving here. I hope you guys had a chance to grab some snackies and some meds and drinks and all of the things. Um, Jenny, you made a sandwich. What kind of a sandwich did you make? Guys are over here making me hungry. There's our spirit fair. Honey turkey and ham with mayo and honey mustard and pickles and garlic. Oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. Sounds really good. Now I'm like super hungry. All right. So let's see. That's a lot. Says Akenia, who just like literally listed off like a whole smorgasbord of food that's going on over in her neck of the woods. I'm just saying. All right, so we've got some requests here. I don't know that we've opened up all of the new places that we have access to. The nerve of you. I know the nerve. We try the upgraded loom. I think we did that, didn't we? The loom needs a bit of a makeover. Let's see what we can do. Still have to find pork for the pork chops for... Look, we're still talking about food. How are we talking about food in a video game? Jeez. Let's see. Give a tool some pork chops. 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep's $1. Everybody's gonna stand up and holler for sheep. Find a second sheep and escort it back to Mount Turiyamo's enclosure. So another sheep is like somewhere maybe on a different island? I don't know. Find Astrid's seabound friend. The diffracted cabinet. Summer has asked me to gather a variety of gemstones and crystals that she could use to bring herself back to health. She is not picky and requires only 3 different kinds. I think we got 1. I wish you could like pin these to your screen so you could like track which ones you were working on at a time instead of having to open your whole menu. All right. So inventory, let's see what we have as far as the gems are concerned. And then we'll go see if... All right, so we have a citrine and an opal. So we ended up with 2. We probably need to get some more glass bottles to go glim catching when we go through the thunderstorms. The lightning and the thunderstorms. And water our crops because they need to be watered today. Oh wait, we were going to talk to Astrid. Quick! Not so quick. Oh, Astrid's hungry. Oh, that's right. I can't really feed her because we don't have any food that she likes. So Astrid is very, very picky. Astrid will not eat the same food twice, does not like fruit, does not like anything sweet, and will not eat meat. So I don't know that I actually have anything that I can feed her. And I don't even know if she likes coffee. Let's see. Oh, she took some coffee. Huzzah, that's a win. That's what I call a perfect blend of coffee. That hits the spot. I don't know how how coffee can fill you up like that, but you know, to each their own. All right, I would like out of the door now. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, Pixie has a problem getting in and out of doors. And that Pixie is me. I always struggle with the doors in games, and I don't know why. Coffee can be an appetite suppressor. I feel like it can be a food evacuator. Just saying. Alright, so we are... Looks like we are expanding our map quite a bit. Ooh, what's down here? The South Point docks. Let's go check those out. It does both. And this is why I only limit myself to 1 cup of coffee in the mornings, because if I don't, I end up having some problems there, and I don't want to eat food. So yeah. One cup is all I can do. So usually when I play this game while I'm on my way somewhere on my boat, I sit over here and fish. But fishing is darn hard, as we figured out in this game. And I'm not sure that I can upgrade my fishing pole. And usually I fish so I can feed all my other people. We have run into rocks. I don't know if that means... See, I can't fish. I don't know if that means that I can't get by or what. Or that maybe I have to break them. Oh no. I might have to upgrade my boat. It's like none shall pass. Look, I can swim over here, but my boat sure as heck can't go anywhere. Definitely not a stomach suppressor. I could do more, but I choose not to. Yeah. We might not be able to go this way yet, because I have to probably upgrade my boat to break through rocks, maybe? I wish it would tell you that, instead of wasting time sailing over here. Or maybe it did and I just didn't pay attention. It might be a skill issue. Oh, there is a line there. Derp. But we do need to find Olga, so maybe we can go back this way. We need to find a friend. It's almost nighttime though, so once nighttime hits, our boat won't be going anywhere fast. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with this game, but basically you're like a spirit guardian. And all of these animals are spirits from people in your lifetime, and you're trying to guide them to cross over. So like, these are your relatives and stuff. They're just in animal form. A storm! Let's try and catch some lightning. Remember, your Everlight will protect you. What do you say? That's the spirit. Just stand below each hit. Okay, so you're like on this boat and you go and you discover all of these different spirits on islands, and then they want to hitch a ride on your boat, and you just kind of help them out to the spirit gates. But like, as you're going through, you're learning about their memories and their stories and their life, and you're helping them with their needs and making them comfortable so that they can kind of cross over at the spirit gate. And building your ship up is part of... I keep missing these. Building your ship up is part of accommodating their needs, making them feel comfortable, and like doing all of the I'm terrible at this, by the way. I keep missing them. Ugh. Hey, I made it. Doing like gardening and stuff is part of the whole process. So you're like on this ship building it up, decorating it to the needs of the spirits on the boat. And so you upgrade your boat and then you can edit things. Man, even in death they needy, that's right. Everybody's got needs. Everybody's got them. Stella, come here. See, look. Come here. Yes. I'm happy you found me, Munchkin, and I'm happy we've been able to help these poor souls in the factory. The workers deserve better, and the ruling class will never change. A bunch of swines they are. They are the same as us, you know. They just pretend to be superior only because their wallets are full and their houses are big. Yes, I know not all rich people deserve to die, but I've never accepted how the workers were treated, exploited, diminished, just because of their birth. It's unfair and unjust, and I will fight for them until my last dying breath. Hey Panda, how's Pixie today? Pixie's great. How are you? I'm having mic issues. But what's new? Welcome in, my friend. How are you doing today? We're doing some more spirit fair and all of that jazz. Just hanging out with my friends. My friends and my Bloomix besties. We're talking about all the things today. We've talked about books and food and fried chicken places, I think. How terrible the weather is. Coffee. Definitely food. Everybody's hungry. We have decided that everyone is hungry. I'm gonna plant some corn. It has the juice. Oh no, not mic issues. You're eating a Santa Fe at the moment. And your suits came in. Oh, I can't wait to see them. That's exciting. Drew. Little diarrhea. Right. Oh, that's hilarious. Any stream that talks to an extent about food is a place I like to be. Well, we like to have you in our streams anytime, Jenny. You are so welcome. And if you want to talk about food in any of my streams, feel free to do so, because I do be liking some food myself. That's actually my nickname here. Really, Drew? That's your rapper name. Don't get it confused. They're in our group chat, and yes, the Santa Fe is the style of salad I'm eating. I like Santa Fe salads. They're very good. Bikini says hello, Panda Chick. Oh, look at Panda's little animated emoji. Not here in my own home of all places. It's your first time having a Santa Fe salad? You like it? I'm glad you like it. They really are good. Does yours have the like the sweet corn stuff on it? Alright. So it is nighttime. We can either fish or go to bed. I think I'm gonna try to fish one more time. I'm terrible at fishing. And then we'll advance the day and continue on our way to meet our other friend in the sea. I think it's a friend in the sea. I think it's part of a quest. I really do wish you could pin the quests on the side of the UI, though. It would help me a lot. Because I get sidetracked. I don't know if you guys know this, but I get sidetracked really easily, especially when I'm streaming. And I love to get sidetracked, don't get me wrong, but it's terrible when you're playing games. Because then you're like, am I gonna actually do anything in my game today, or am I just not? But I just had a really big thought about something while I was talking about getting sidetracked in my game. This is why I kind of tend not to do the tournaments, because I think that if I did the tournaments, that I would get really sidetracked and lose. And speaking of tournaments, Jenny actually won our Bloomix tournament for Animal Crossing. So congratulations on that big win. I watched you. I was in your stream, I think, when you got Whitney, and I was like, no way! You got Whitney. That was amazing. But congratulations on that win. And if you guys don't know, Bloomix does do tourneys all the time, and most of the time they are, I think all the time, not even just most of the time, they are open to even non-Bloomix members. And so if you do win one, look, I got bites on my fish and I didn't even reel it in. If you win one, you get cool prizes like subs to your channel, that kind of stuff too. So it's worth checking out when there's one available. I cannot fish to save my life in this game. I was hoping that I could like talk to the tackle box and get an upgrade. Sister ain't getting an upgrade to her fishing pole soon. We need to still plan a Sims one. Oh, yep. It's in the works. Oh, look. You know what? This scene reminds me of the Never-Ending Story scene in the swamp. Not the swamp! It was like when my soul was crushed as a kid. She's here! Ah, there we are. I'm happy to see her, Munchkin. She's always been a kind person, and we go way back, me and her. But I've got to tell you, last time we saw each other, things didn't go that well. She might still hold a bit of a grudge against me. It's not my fault if I say things as they are. You don't always make friends by being honest, and you might even lose a few. Why is it telling me when the bobber is shaking to press X? I'm not even fishing. I heard swamp, so I came back. Welcome back, bunny. Oh, have I missed the discussion? I don't know. Have you missed the discussion? No, you didn't miss it. Alright. Let's see. But we're old now. Yep, I'm old too. I feel you. So, canoe under the bridge, as they say. Follow my lead. Yes, perfect. Olga! You haven't changed a bit, old friend. Still so green. Astrid. My dear old Astrid. I'm glad to see you. And glad to see that you're out of your old shell. Old shell lions have shells. Oh my. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like we have some ideas floating around. And I'm trying to follow chat too. I'm like, oh, chat. Okay. I'm reading too. I'm like, oh, okay. So Jenny's got all the deets. I'm just gonna let Jenny talk. Jenny's got all the deets on the tourneys. I love it. If you have ideas, send them. You know, Bloomix is so full of people that have so many really cool ideas, and it's really cool for me, like especially as a new streamer, because Haven't even been streaming a whole year yet. As a very, very new streamer, it's been very helpful to kind of sit in and look at these ideas and watch them come to fruition and build on ideas that others may have that I kind of want to incorporate bits and pieces into my own stream as well. And even like if I need help with something, all I have to do is like say, hey, you guys, and everybody comes running. It's really, really, really super cool. So I might just have to check out Attorney and try it out. I'm a little bit shy, but I'm gonna like persevere, right? I'm gonna go outside of my comfort, my zone, my little box, and try one and see. You know. I'll probably do terribly, but that's fine. So I might, if we do a Sims one, I might do the Sims one. We'll see. I haven't played Sims in a hot minute though. I don't think I've ever streamed it either. But we'll see. You have about 4 attorneys lined up, not fully fleshed out yet. Every other month. Yeah. I bet you, you know, for the prizes it could definitely get to be a bit much because everybody fronts some of the prizes. It's really cool that you guys do that though. I'm trying to wake my controller up. It went to sleep. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Would you happen to let's see. Would you happen to owe this to the charming young lady here? Because I can read today. I really need to go get my eyes checked and get new glasses. It's pretty much what it boils down to. I'm like, I can't see it that far away, except for the fact that I'm sitting very close to it, and I have a really big monitor, and I'm still screwing up the words. It says I really need to go get my eyes checked. You are the new Spiritfarer, aren't you? Albert was telling me, or was telling everyone, there I go again, that Sharon had been replaced. Stella, isn't it? When I think he borrowed my hairbrush and never gave it back. Oh well. Man. I hope this new job of yours doesn't weigh too heavily on your frail shoulders. You can count on me to give you a hand, my little lady. Oh, big turtle in the sea. So tell me, Astrid, what brings you here? As you said, I'm back in the world. The first thing I wanted to do was pay you a little visit. You know, to catch up on things. What are you and your sisters doing? Oh, you know, Irina is still focused on her studies. And Masha has picked up a few new hobbies too. All right, knitting. Knitting is her hobby. Let's see. She says it keeps her stress levels low. Not that she's ever done anything really stressful, mind you, but she crafts nice little mitts for the winter. You should pay them a visit as well. Oh, and Astrid. Yes? You won't believe what I'd heard the other day. What? Miss Shrewsbury is pregnant. Again. What? I can't believe it. Yes. And you know what? Bob is not the father. Bob, what is this, Jerry Springer? Or Maury, the Maury show? You are not the father. No, you're kidding me. Incredible. Oh, well, she always knew how to lure them boys. And speaking of boys, wow, the tea is boiling over here in the Spiritfarer world. And speaking of boys, I've heard Giovanni is back. And from a reliable source at that. Giovanni is back? Told you that. Where? When? Well, if you're interested, I can go dig deeper. But are you? Interested? Yes. Huh? No. No, I don't care what he does. I don't want to know. He can frolic all he wants. As you wish. But you know what? I'll go check my sources and I'll write back to you. Just in case. Now that you're traveling in good company, I know where to find you. Sure. Okay. But no rush. I'm happy Stella found me, and I want to spend some time with her and her crew for now. Olga, dear, could you show her what you can do? I'm certain your help will be greatly appreciated. But of course. And on with the main attraction. Come here, little lady. I am a very old being, but I'm not very wise. Yes, a bit like Astrid. But there are some things I can do. My specialty is patience. And spinach puffs, but we won't talk about that right now. If you look carefully, there are 3 receptacles on my back. You plant logs, ores, or rocks on them, and then you wait. You wait for me to come back to the surface. And when I'm back, the rocks or logs you used will have become a tree or a mining rock. Isn't that nice? I can't tell you what my secret is, but you have to know one thing. It's normal if they smell like strawberries, okay? Alright, hop on my back, little lady. So we can plant trees and ores that come out smelling like strawberries? That's a little weird. So this is quartz, limestone, coal, and slate. Can be broken into silica powder in the crusher. Very sus. Very sus. Yeah, I guess we'll plant one there. Limestone. Limestone powder in the crusher. The crusher. I don't know, like... Urban powder? Powder. I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Slate. It's pretty handy. Keep away from chalk. Keep away from chalk. I just got that. I'm a little slow today too, apparently. The brain synapse is just not working the way it probably should. Right. Stella. Oh, Stella. I gotta get back on my boat. Everybody wants to see how needy these guys are. Listen to them all. Are you done? She's like, are you done yet? Are you done planting ores on my back? I would like to go down underneath the water now. Thank you very much. My eyelids are parched. I'll go back underwater for some time. Oh, ads are starting in about 3 minutes. Apparently, according to Twitch. Do not worry. I'll re-emerge as soon as what you've planted can be fully harvested. In the meantime, take care of yourself. And of your passengers, Stella. Bye now. See you soon. Oh, there she goes. The cat's like, I'm gonna get myself out of here. Alright, Summer's like, oh, Stella, Stella, hey, Stella. I'm longing for something to bring great joy into my life. Obviously, I'm talking about food. Firstly, something of substance and from the earth. Maybe a nice little grain salad? A delightful hearty mix? It was always a favorite of mine. Are you telling me that this lion has a frickin' bell? Why on earth does this lion have a bell? This is ridiculous. Nobody needs that. She had a lot to say, did she? Running her mouth like that. She's always been chatty, this one, but I don't judge. Really now? Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but her eyes are a bit scary. That's because they were dry. She had to go back underwater. Her eyeballs were dry. Soothing and kind for sure, but scary. I think she should talk to someone about this. But enough about her. Thanks a lot for having brought me to her, Munchkin. It's really appreciated. There's always so much going on. I can't get enough of it. Also, what she said about that Giovanni character, well, you know what? Never mind. We'll have ample time to talk about this later. I don't want to bore you with this now. See you later, Stella. I swear, sometimes I wonder if I actually work with grown adults. One of the guys I work with found a beetle and now they are throwing it at each other. The answer is no, Bunny. None of us are adults. None of us are adults. We're just all children and big bodies. That's it. At some point, you just stop maturing. Some of us mature a little bit faster than others, and some of us just don't. But that's unfortunate for the poor beetle. Sorry, beetle. Look at me looking out for beetles. No, they're so needy. What do I do? There's a mailbox. I'm going to the mailbox. Furugawa tours. I can't talk. See, mail. It's a brochure. Greetings from Furugawa. Experience the wonders of the great outdoors. You can now take a tour of the city, see the shops, visit our shrine, take in the sights available now in Furugawa. Oh, the beetle isn't alive. Good, because that would be terrible for the beetle. It's Beetle Ball. Bunny, you should join in. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You might get in trouble. Ad break is going to end in about 1 minute and 26 seconds. Oops, I meant to hit the door button. The door button! We're going to advance the day. Everybody's still sleeping, those sleepy heads. Oh, I should ring the bell. Everybody ring the bell. Ding ding. Everybody wake up. They were kung fu fighting. Oh, our friend over there has a quest for us. Look, you can go up and down the ladder at the same time. Probably need to... Oops. What if I cook rice and fish? What does that do? We'll see what kind of meal that makes. I'm experimenting with the recipes, because apparently you have to find them. Whee! Alright. Good. I see the shark didn't gouge you too much with his delirious prices. I know how these people are, always trying to scam you from your money. And don't you dare be weak in front of them. They will smell it right away. Like the rabid dogs they are. Anyway, now that you've upgraded your blueprint table, I see that you can build a foundry. I could teach you a thing or two, you know. I come from a long line of metalworkers, and as I've learned how to fight for workers' rights in factories, I've also learned how to operate such heavy machinery. And let me tell you, it's absolutely fantastic. It sure doesn't sound like it, and it's dirtier than you would expect. But the vibration, the sound, the heat, you know what? Be a dear and build one for us. It will come in handy in your travels, and I will have something to do with my hands. Oh, how about a meal, Stella? I'm starving. They're always hungry. Stella, I've already told you I do not condone the indenturing of animals. Please do not bring me any more of this food. Oops, I forgot. Sorry. Alright, well, I only have fish, because that's all I do. And strawberries. So have some raspberries, maybe? Thank you, I was quite hungry. Eventually, I'll start cooking some better meals, but we just got an upgraded kitchen, like, yesterday. Last yesterday. It was last yesterday. We just got an upgrade. Well, well, well. Do I have to... Can I talk to her? I could go for an what? A humanahu? A whatty what's it? Well, that's nice that you could go for it, but I don't have it. Now they're gonna get all these requests and be like all needy about stuff, and I'm not there yet, man. Hold on. I feel like sometimes this game advances a little bit faster than what I feel like it should, because you'll get things before you're supposed to get things. I don't know. And then it feels a little overwhelming because they're all yelling at you for stuff that you can't do yet. I should have put us on a course, huh? Our Sharky Shark. We can't go over here. I'm looking at our map because I think there's a new spot that we can get to. There's one over here. What is this? This is the quarry. So we're still looking for stones and mines. So we have 2 places we can go. Right, so we'll travel to the bus stop. And then we'll catch a ride to the other side of the map. Why is the boat not going anywhere? Is our turtle friend back already? Well, that was quick. I guess we're not going anywhere because the turtle's in the way? I charge up our pickaxe. Or break it, one of the two. I let go of the button. Come on, man. There we go. Ah. She wants us to plant more stuff. Let's see, we'll plant some oak logs. Whoops. Oh, we're gonna go grow trees on the turtle. A word. Are they not done yet? Oh, come on, Munchkin. I'm starving. Do something. Okay, I guess they're not. I guess they're done. I always forget to feed these guys. Thank you, Munchkin. Oh, finally, somebody that's not picky. Alright, well, I want this turtle needs to move. Turtle, you need to move. Why won't she move? I'm just like permanently stuck over here. Stella, come here. I'm happy you found me, Munchkin, and I'm happy we've been able to help these poor souls in the factory. The workers deserve better, and the ruling class will never change. Okay, so why are we doing this again? It's like this thing got stuck on a loop or something weird. I think this happened in the last game too. We play the market of logs and ore. In no time your investment will be doubled and even tripled. Just jump on my back. Invest in our sailing enterprise. Stella, are you all done here? Yes. For the love of everything that is holy, I'm done. Go under the water so I can leave, please. I don't want to be stuck here. Thank you. Thanks a million. Our frog buddy says that they're thinking. Oh, no, we're going on our way to the bus stop. Where did he go? Did he go down here? Oh, he did go down here. He's hungry too. The service on this ship is incredible. Feeding all these people is definitely hard work. And trying to remember to feed them all. Alright, what did we make? We made fish curry. Guess we'll make some more of that. The only thing I can make is fish because I haven't stopped to buy seeds yet. I should probably do that at some point too. Oh, we're here at our friend Alex the Seal. He's definitely a character. We are going to travel all the way over here so we can get to the mines. So when we do the fast travel, time actually still moves very much forward. It fast forwards itself. When we move, so we've lost most of our day. I'm kind of curious about these pill bug things. I want to go look at one. I don't know, they might be scary. How was it on stream yesterday that somebody said that when they played this game it was a little scary at first? Oh, did we come in contact with some treasure? Mayhaps? Mayhaps some treasure? Are we gonna get some seeds that I can plant? What do we get? We got cherry seeds, tea seeds, and lettuce seeds. We do have some seeds. What else did we get? Iron ore. Anything else? I think that's all. Yep. That's everything, friends. See you later. On the boat. We're going to fish in the debris. Probably won't catch much, but we'll see. Yep. Probably wouldn't catch much. I caught an old shoe. This is what happens when you fish in trashy water. You catch tires and cans and shoes. Where the fish? Nobody knows. Everybody is a litter bug. Yay, I can use that for a glim bottle, though. Speaking of which, I should open my inventory and collect all the glims out of the bottles that we got. Have we made it to Pillbug territory? It looks kind of like we have. Oh, that's kind of pretty, though. The music changed. I'm thinking pork chops are the way to my heart. Yes, I know. I know you want pork chops. I'm trying to find out where to acquire the meat for the pork chops. Right, so we're out here, but what do we do? Anything? Pork is a pig. I know that. I know that, bunny. I'm talking about I'm trying to find it in game. Like, there's not pigs yet that I know of. Well, did we come out here for nothing? Like, the sun is setting. Is that indicative of anything weird? I don't know if that's the sun or the moon. I can't tell anymore. Oh, a pig skin. That's a football. I didn't say pig skin. I said pigs in the game. Silly, silly. Nebula fiber. I don't know. I don't understand how we acquire that yet. I got nothing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But for now, we're going to go on our way to the new place to discover the mines. Are there orcs? I don't know. I don't know yet. Yoink! Yay! That was a big flash of light. Did we make it? Ozeki Quarry discovered. We made it! I mean, there might be orcs. It's a ladder. It's another ladder. Hey, some ore. We got coal. Has Stella been a bad girl? I think I'm supposed to train that guy over there. I don't really feel like it. I've been really tired over the past week or so. I can't sleep at night. Let's just hope he gets the hang of the job without my help. Doesn't that sound like... That sounds oddly like an experience I had when I was working somewhere. They're playing the nose goes? What kind of place are you working at? Oh, I think I need updated abilities too. That's the other thing I need to do is update my abilities. Oh no! She's like, ah! Power's too strong! Work in retail, that explains it. The nose goes, really? Alright, so I think... that's all I can do in this mine for right now because I don't have upgraded abilities. But I think you can, like, when you have your full abilities, you can, like, ride on the ropes. Oh, we have mail. We have mail! A humble abode. A letter from Olga. All right, the letter from Olga. Astrid. While the two of us caught up on the latest gossip, I forgot to give you something. I found this while flipping the magazine, and it made me think of you. It definitely fits your style and panache. I also heard a rumor of your husband could be in Iwashima countryside. It might be worth checking out. I'll keep asking around just in case. Your old friend Olga. Last week they were playing rock, paper, scissors. Oh my goodness. I think they need to go back to elementary school. Or they could just be having fun. It's fine too. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Glims. Do I have the glim bottles? Maybe I don't have the glims. She don't have the glims in the bottle. Can I upgrade anything else? I know we have like a quest to upgrade some stuffs. Let's see. Astrid's bungalow. How big is that? Oh geez, that's like insanely huge, isn't it? Where the heck? Alright, we're gonna have to edit some stuff. Somehow. We must find the way. I know this looks like a hot mess right now, but eventually I'll figure it out. Looks like a big old puzzle piece. Like what do... But then that leaves like a big chunk here. It's like Tetris. I just want to go down one grid. Just one, not two. Thank you. Alright, now can I do it? Did I make enough room? That is an insanely huge house. Nope. I still have to move more stuff around. How do you do it? I feel like I'll move that way up there for a minute. Move this way down here. I don't know if that'll actually work. Nope, it's too wide by like 1 grid square. But I can move this up, huh? This is so weird. The dimensions of these buildings. This boat is a hot mess, you guys. Ah, it won't go there. Weirdest looking house I've ever seen. That's for dang sure. Yeah, not the fact that you're smuggling spirits across the sea of purgatory to be released. That's not weird at all. None of this is weird. What you're talking about? No clue. Doing the updating. What is this? A shower? He wants a shower. There's a ghost frog that wants a shower. It's terribly weird. Can we... Oh, we can't do anything there. Let's see. Blueprints? We're missing blueprints? Weave swiftly like all your tailoring idols. And we don't have the materials to do that. We already did those. They're right there. Why are they asking? I'm so confuzzled. Alright, so we're missing blueprints for the rest. Or what exactly? Spectral dust must be bad this time of year. Just a little. Just a little bad. Not terribly bad. A letter, you say? From Olga? This is so nice of her. Olga had news about Giovanni's whereabouts. Iwashima countryside, you say? Oh, okay. We should probably go take a look. And what? An inspiration for a house for me? How thoughtful! Can't deny it. Olga knows me so well. Yes, indeed. I would be very happy to have such a nice den to live in. Well, it's already done, my friend. And it's always pleasant to know someone is thinking about you. I mean, you could have thought about this yourself, of course. But don't worry. I know you're very busy, Munchkin. Being the spirit fair and all. It's okay. I won't begrudge you. Oh, great. Nobody's gonna be begrudged on my watch. And I know you. You'll build this nice cabin aboard as soon as you can. It's already done. You're so resourceful. After all, thanks a lot, Stella. I can't wait. Does it look nice? What's it like? Oh, it's even got like a little patio upstairs. That's neat. Really, everybody is so hungry all the time. They're just like my children. I keep trying to feed this person fish. I'm a terrible spirit farer. I don't care. I don't know what you want. I just know I got food. Perfect. Stella, you've got to be kidding me. This house is just fantastic. You know, I love simple things that make me feel good and warm inside. What can I say? I just don't like when it's too complicated or luxurious. I just don't. That's who I am. I've always been like that as far as I can remember. When I was young, many of my friends were pretty rich and famous. You know, artists, philosophers, sports athletes. I've always attracted the finest people. What can I say? But it didn't mean a thing back then, and still doesn't up to this day. That's probably why I ended up marrying Giovanni. He was so simple, yet so elegant, so genuine, but also fun and unpretentious. And he didn't have a dime to his name. Still doesn't, I guess. Okay, I've got to admit, I think I miss him. I know I shouldn't. I know he's worthless riffraff. I know he probably doesn't give a shit about me now. There's another ad break. Didn't warn me about this one. But I just can't forget about him. Hey, Munchkin, do you think you could check the mail? Maybe Olga has written to us about him, as she said she would. I would be so grateful if you did. Thanks a lot, Stella. I won't forget this. Check the mail! I don't think we have any mail. Check the mail. There's no mail. No mail for us. Clean off the boat. The boaty boat. Wonder how dirty you can let your boat get. I'm almost tempted to not clean it off and see what happens. I don't know where we are. Where are we? We are... Oh, we're still at the mines. Okay. It's a bus stop. Oh, there's something new down there. There's a lighthouse. We're gonna go to the lighthouse. Ad break is finishing now. Welcome back, friends. Sorry about the lack of warning. It doesn't warn me very well. I think Twitch needs to work on that. Somehow I knew I was going to catch a bottle, but I didn't know that I was going to catch a bottle with a message in it. Let's see. Help me, I'm lost at sea. Hopefully this bottle reaches your friend. Here is my location on the map, 58, -11. Great. We gotta go rescue something. Twitch too busy sucking streamers dry. I think it's probably the other way around. Twitch is too busy getting sucked down by streamers because the majority of them probably don't bring in a whole lot of extra revenue for them. I could be wrong though. I mean, myself included in that. I don't think that they really make a lot of money off me. They might actually lose money on me. I don't know. I haven't looked at the statistics of me versus them. Oh, look, it's a raccoon. Listen, there's no trouble. I heard what you and your friend did to my colleague. I don't need the stress. Selling goods is a hard profession. My prices will always reflect your brand loyalty towards Raccoon Inc. What do we got? It's the pork! I can make the pork chop. I think. Lettuce seeds! We always need linen. That laugh. Hee hee! I'm so excited. I guess I don't have any random stuff to sell our raccoon snackoon friend. I like getting some sun here. It's peaceful. Sometimes it isn't, especially when people love to jump on this umbrella. They jump up and down, up and down. They love to bounce on the thing. It drives me out of my skin. Nothing else I can do but complain, I suppose. Well, you know what we got to do, friends? What? Stop that! Stop that! What are you doing? You are ruining this very pleasant day. Stop that bouncing right this instant. You just can't come here and bounce like some kind of overexcited youth. You're stressing me out. You need to calm down. Here's some free advice. You'll never be able to get up there. I've seen people with better legs than you try. Fine. If you really want to, you'll need two things. First up, a good attitude. That just applies to life in general. Everything is in the attitude. Then you need to visualize bouncing higher. Or, I don't know, learn a new skill. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You'll learn how to bounce someday. I just know that when you can get up there without a combination of things, a calm and cool attitude and more leg power. Yes, just power up your legs there and bounce on an umbrella and you'll be great to go. Now stop it. I'm just a simple person who doesn't like it when people jump on my umbrella. I came all the way to this island just to jump on an umbrella. Because apparently that's what... I mean, we can't do anything else. Alright, maybe we need to go figure out how to advance our abilities. Look, it's another bus stop. There's bus stops all over the map. Oh, there's pork over in Furugawa. What did that note say? That mail that we got? Help! 58 negative 11? What's on the map? I can't even tell where the numbers are. Oh, I can tell where the numbers are now. Huh? It's down here somewhere. Oh, that's negative 58. Gotta be north. I'm so confused. East? That's too far. Too far and down. Okay. So it looks like it's right around here. So kind of on that same line towards the spirit gate. It let me choose the course to something that we don't know anything about. It's too dark to navigate. Well, I'm going to advance the day so we can go over there and check it out. I will be ending stream in about 30 minutes, just a heads up. Because all this talk about food is making me very hungry and my tummy is rumbly in my tumbly. So I will definitely be rating out today. So stick around if you can. That way we can give our next friend some love as well. But for the next 30 minutes, we're going to be sailing around the sea, checking out the things, and trying to follow our spirits around. Ding ding, everybody wake up. I falled off the boat. We got some empty bottles and gonna be doing some diving. There's 2 spots to dive. We got, what do we get? We got some iron. Some more iron. Oh, there's more than 2 spots. Whee! What else do we get? What did we get? Oh, more iron. Is that all? I think that might be all. Looks to be so. And we got pork, so we can make the pork chops now. I just gotta remember where I placed my kitchen. It's way the heck over here. Whee! Alright, our recipe. So we need to make some pork chops for our friend. And that just requires pork. Alright then. Definitely not kosher there. Whoops. Did not mean to go in that door. So we're making pork chops for our friend. We need to water our garden. I think I might need to go plant some more stuff in the other garden. So what is like a vegetable plot and one is like a field? Yay, we got leeks. Summer plays the sitar. To make the plants grow. No, I can't feed Summer yet. I'm like, stop playing! Yes, your pork chops are on the way. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do here in this little nebula area. Maybe I'm supposed to have another character that tells me what I'm supposed to do. The sky is so pretty though. Pork chops are done. I get to feed the frog guy. Yay! Did he go back to his house? Or is he in the... Nope, he's not in here. Oh, they're talking now. I'm thinking. Oh, they're not talking. The snake just slithered. The snake slithered up the ladder. Right, apparently he doesn't want to talk to me right now. I have your pork chop. Oh, he's outside. I'm a dink. I thought he was inside. What? Pork chops? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so excited. They look so damn tasty. And they are. Sprout, you're a miracle. You know that? Oh, this is just so good. I feel just a bit guilty. And I'm sorry you're running all these culinary errands for me. Look, there was this kid at work, Craig. We used to have these long and tight union negotiations, all-nighters. Everyone would be at a standstill and everyone was so hungry and every restaurant was closed. I would send Craig on these endless 24-hour grocery store crawls for me. 24-hour grocery store crawls? Are you kidding me? What the heck? That's nutso. I would ask for these impossible gets. Saffron, sumac, or even other things that I don't know how to pronounce right now because it went by too fast because my fingers are clumsy. It was something like 2 o'clock in the morning. Our goal was to make the tastiest chops in the world. A meal for everyone on both sides of the table. To calm heads and to appease stomachs. The first part didn't always work, but everyone was always well fed. I don't know how he did it, but Craig would always find everything on my list. I would joke with him that he would have to break into people's houses to get his stuff. Hello, Season. How are you? Welcome in. How was your stream earlier? I know I was I probably still am. I was lurking in it this morning and playing some words on stream with you and your lovely community. I'm good. I will be ending stream here in just a little bit. Probably in about another 30-ish minutes. Maybe more like 15. I lied. So yeah. I'm doing really well. We were just playing some Spirit Fair and some more Cozy Grove earlier before Spirit Fair. So we're continuing on our little journey. Everybody's like talking about food and books. Oh, I'm too late. At least I got to pop in and say hi. Yeah, you're never too late. You can pop in anytime to say hi, even if I'm like just about to raid out. I do not mind at all. I love it when my friends come in and say hello. I love food and books. It has been definitely a food heavy stream today. We've been talking about fried chicken and pho. You're about to start the Akatar series. Oh my goodness, you're in for a great ride. It's a lot of reading, but it's very good. I will just say that. Very, very good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think they're gonna make it into a TV series, I think. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a very popular series. It's very, very, very good. It's one of my favorites. But we were talking about fried chicken and pho and sandwiches and barbecue. And there's just a long line of nothing but food that we were talking about. Most everybody is probably lurking and eating lunch while I'm gaming right now, but it's been a really lovely, lovely stream. We've got rated by Peaches K, and everybody just came in to kind of chill. So it's been a really, really awesome stream. But after talking about all the food, I'm sitting here as we're playing Spirit Fair, and my tummy is rumbling, and I'm like, oh, I'm really, really hungry. So after stream, I'm gonna go get some food. But we're just chilling out with some Spirit Fair right now. Let's see. Geez, maybe he did. I don't know how you did it, Sprout. You made it taste like home. Cheers to you and Craig. Quick, oh, we're in a lightning storm, aren't we? A lightning storm! Don't be scared. Want to catch as many bolts as you can? That's the spirit. Just stand below each hit. Let me see if I can do better than I did the last time, but I don't think... So I've kind of changed the layout a bit. But I don't know if I have enough bottles to catch them all. I really like the music for the lightning storms, though. Oh man, I just missed that one. I need a ladder on the other side! I love how the lightning hits the cat and the cat's like, oh crap! Poor cat. Yeah, I think I'm out of bottles now, but there's no way to like skip through if you end up without lightning bottles. You just kind of have to go through the motions. We made it! We're done! Hurry! I love how our frog friend is just like over there playing the lightning flute. Woohoo! Gonna plant some more linen because I figure we're going to have to make a bunch of materials for building here soon, like for upgrades and things. Probably end up doing all of the preemptive work off stream so that way we don't have to sit around on that terrible loom and do, you know, one at a time. I'll be lurking in other people's streams, preparing for my next stream by sitting there on the loom. It'll be fun. We are on our way to that spot that I have marked on the map, that 58 negative 11. Because somebody has asked for our assistance. They need help. Yeah, she wants to be fed, and I have no food for her. Right, so we need to make the thread first, and then... If I'm correct, I don't know. I might be. This is what I have to do. One at a time. At least the logs give you a countdown of like how many are left. But the loom does not. This is like one after the other. It's supposed to be a mini game, but man, I'll be so thankful like when I get an upgrade to this thing and I don't have to sit here and do one after another. And I'm hoping that that's what the case is for the upgrade, because if not, it's gonna be A little intense. Almost there. Almost there. Look at that. I have impressed her. She's like, you made the thing. That I did. I made the thing. I saw that help go by. I'm like skipping through this because I'm like, I don't want to miss the person that's like, hey, will definitely help me unwind a bit. All right. Fantastic. My raft broke and I lost all my equipment. I was going to see my sister on... Wait. I don't even remember where. She lives in a nice little town full of people. There's rice patches, a shop, and a big monument. Please, you need to help me. My sister would be able to draw you a map or something. Hurry, please. Okay, so does the spirit want on my boat? Or what? Help me out here. It's too dark to navigate. Okay, well. We've got 37 out of 50 left to do, and we're stuck because we can't navigate anywhere. Our little person that says, help me, doesn't want to ride on our boat. I mean, if you were picking up strangers in the middle of the ocean, would you want to ride on a boat too? Don't answer that. You probably would, because in the middle of the ocean, if you were stranded, you would be scared to death. Because there's no food, there's no water, intense sun, and you wouldn't be making it very long. Not to mention, there are little baby sharks out there in the ocean. Just chilling. You know, like they do. Alright, continuing to make more linen. Oh, now our plants are thirsty again. Man, I feel like the master juggler of all that is good and evil over here. We're doing it. We're making the things. I think we need a lot of linen to do the upgrades. Oops, I missed that one. These things will make your eyes go buggy too if you're like intently watching the markers. Gonna do the things. Man, I think 50 was a little bit overzealous of me. I'm like, but I don't want to have to sit here and do this again for a while. Woohoo! I think I forgot to water the other field. Our vegetables are growing. Wait, the other field is over here. It doesn't look like it is in need of as much water, though. Oops. Oh, maybe I'm gonna check the upgrade table. See if I have anything that I can upgrade or build. I think we have all of this. Yeah. Improve. Here we go. Let's see. We already did all that. Oh, I think we need the foundry, right? So we can smelt ores. Fire glow. What is fire glow? Yeah, we don't have that yet. Oh no, not another big thing. What am I gonna do with my life? We have to rearrange stuff again. Right, well, I will figure out the Tetris situation because that's scary. Dimensions and all that stuff. All right. So, seems like a good place to stop for right now. Let's see who we can take a pixie raid to. Let's find out who we can take one of our awesome little pixie raids to. Right, so I will see who is currently streaming. See what we can do. Well, I do thank everyone. Well, hello there, Megan Night Owl. You have checked in just in time because I'm about to be raiding out. And there's an ad break just in time. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's up with these ad breaks. They're really, really weird today. How are you, Megan? Who do we have doing all of the things today, this afternoon? Oh, I know just the person that we are going to raid, which is going to be really awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know exactly who we're going to be raiding. Going to be continuing on with our cozy vibes. But yes, everybody, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for all of the laughs, all of the conversation. Thank you again, Peaches K, for the raid. You guys have been amazing today. And sorry that I do have to end. My tummy is very, very rumbly. We are going to go give some love over to somebody who is actually probably still in our stream. Here are the raid messages. I think I have them fixed, except for that last one. That last one's not fixed. I don't know why that last one's not fixed. Don't use the last one. I'll look at that one yet tonight. The first one is for regular folk. The second one is for followers. Should be fine. I had the other one and it did work last night when I tested it. Don't know why it's not working now. I'll fix that. As always, thank you guys again so much for everything today. It has been an amazing, amazing stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some co-working. And speaking of co-working, we're going to be raiding out our friend here, Jenny Kiki LV 24. So give her some love. She's been in our chat. She's a fellow Bloomix bestie. And just an amazing, amazing person. Give her some love. She's doing some co-working right now as well, working on some Bloomix stuff for us. And I will see you guys tomorrow at around 11 a.m. CST for some co-working. So have a great great rest of your day. Love you guys so much. Bye.